So my first time playing in New Orleans, so I'm actually from Michigan and moved down to this area, actually to the Mississippi Gulf Coast about 15 years ago. Struggled to find any kind of a chess club, one didn't exist, and so I ended up forming my own and then immediately started looking into what kind of tournaments I could play in. Again, none on coastal Mississippi, but saw a bunch in New Orleans area, and I want to say the first tournament I played at in New Orleans was the Louisiana State Championship, and believe it or not, it was actually my best tournament in my entire playing career. I think I got a 4th category norm, got my rating from about 1100 up to almost 1400, and yeah, that's the highest I ever got. It's been downhill ever since. Yeah, like I said, when I first got down here, there weren't any chess clubs, so I decided if I wanted to be part of a chess club, I'd have to start one myself. So I started one, and we were meeting in Gaucher, and didn't get anyone to show up the first few weeks. Then I saw that there was a gentleman named Walt Dees, also from Mississippi, who had a love for chess, and he was running one in Pass Christian, and he wasn't getting anyone either. So we found each other on Facebook, and I'm like, well, let's just meet in the middle. So we met in Gulfport, and within probably a month, we were getting 20 people a week showing up to the club there. And then once we got a good following, I said, maybe it's time to start doing our own tournament, and definitely look to the New Orleans scene and Louisiana chess for inspiration on that, and put together my first tournament as a tournament director. Managed to get about 45 people, which was a huge shock going into my first tournament, but I managed okay. And yeah, the rest is history. I've been almost a senior level director now. Need a couple more tournaments for that, so I'm excited. My favorite memory of playing in New Orleans is probably that first tournament. It was right in the middle of COVID, or maybe the tail end of it. And I came into that tournament and I hadn't played over the board rated probably, I'm going to go with maybe 20 years. So I was a late bloomer. I started in my early 20s and took a break about 5 years after that, and then got back into it 20 years later down here in Mississippi and New Orleans. And just going to that first tournament and being part of such a well-run tournament and the strong competition, it just really invigorated my love of chess, and I knew that the second time around that was something that I'm just going to stick with and make it my lifelong hobby. Why did I want to get back into chess after 20 years taking off? Well, the first time I quit playing was I got a little frustrated. So back when I was playing, there wasn't the internet. There wasn't a lot of ways you could get better other than getting books and going to clubs and getting trained. Well, that kind of, my life got busy, got expensive to travel to tournaments, so I took a break. And then it was actually before Queen's Gambit, before COVID, before the internet chess boom. I found chess.com and I started playing online, and that just invigorated me again, and just started playing over the board.